Hello. Welcome to the Lotus Room at the Star Temple. Today is the full moon in Virgo. Last night, was the lunar eclipse. I don't know about you. This one feels really intense. I think I say that every time, but this one, I think that they're just amplifying, really, is what's happening at Tinanamasaki. So I'm just coming out of a circle of illumination, which is the monthly or semi-monthly gathering that I hold here at the Star Temple, where we sit with a crystal and a plant elixir. And we learn about both the crystal and the plant, and a little bit about the sign. So this full moon is in the sign of Virgo, Tinanamasaki, which is great for organization. The energy, right, of Virgo is all about organization. And then on the other end, though, you can have clutter. Can also have that analyzing mind, right? So you might notice your mind really focusing and going into all the details and stuff. But then on the other side of that is worry or overstructure, right? We need a balance between the heart and the mind. Tinanamasaki. If we live too much in the mind or all in the mind, then we don't find the joy and the spontaneity of life. But if we live just purely from the heart, then that can lead to over trusting, and that can look at being railroaded by other things or not actually having organization. And we live in the 3D world, right? We need some organization, some planning, a little bit of structure is required. And think about, I don't know if this ever happened to you, but like an art class, and the teacher would go, do whatever you want. And it was harder because there was no container than if they said, here are the parameters. I know sometimes you'd be like, what do you mean I can only use 3 colors and it has to be a picture of a horse or whatever? Like, depends on how tight the parameters are. But at the same time, it can be easier when you're given a bit of direction. So when we purely come from the heart, sometimes that can be too flow, right? And like I said, there can be the moments of not actually seeing where you need to be in the 3D world. And that doesn't mean always following the structure. It doesn't always mean following the status quo. That's not what I mean by being in the 3D world at all. So it's finding that balance between the heart and the mind, right? Between analyzing and surrender. So what are we doing here? We are going to do a little light language. I used to do these quite often, right? The sharings on the potent days. Not so much. So here we are again. Yeah. So I invite you to close your eyes if it feels comfortable for you. I invite you, if closing your eyes does not feel comfortable, we have a little fluff in here. I invite you to look down gently and soften your gaze. If you have a crystal friend. I know I have a kitty friend when I'm at home who likes to join me for these, Rosiekins. If you've watched my other videos, you've seen her. Titanana gifting in the middle. And I invite you to just sink in, right? Allow your body that moment of pause. Titanana seki akirvana setiatana tietana atitana ushataya kiyama. Jamao siai tina tinamao kasia tanaya tina masatiaya tidaya. It's okay to let go. Kikainaya tinanamako. It's okay to rest. Tidaya tinamao shai tikinaya nanamo natsitikia tinaya. It's okay to be present to the now without thinking about the then. Titana what was past, what is coming. Titana satya tina tikia noshtina masaki. It's okay not to feel all the feels. It's okay to curl up. Get cozy. Allow your heart the break. Allow your mind the pause. And just float. Be held by the all that is, be held by the nothing, be held by the divine. Yamao bosi diet namao gosiatanai chidana seki da dodora natsiate tichikianayana. Yasinotana si. This is your time to breathe. Nemaukasi, Tinamaukasi, Tinamaukasi, Titaya Korana. Ditai, Tinamaukasetia. You are the breath. Be the breath. Tietana. Ama kosi tanamaya kosaya janaya tiakia todora na tsanamaya kona si. Yamma tia. Yamma tia. Yamma tia ona tia totatvisakia ona si todoshtaya ki. Mai tinomabon znaya chaki. Nemao tia tia todayo bur tnama masito cha cha sia no tanaya kara na sieta tashta kiana ababasio tonatia ketona oshut mai sitomo mo kur tsatamai tsatanaya tadaba oshtayaki oshtayaki etana oshtayaki etana oshtayaki etanaya kakara tsatana shta kyomba. This is the time. This is the time to be present. Papa Kosi. This is the time to be present with what is present in you. Chitanahayaki. This is the time to be present and to bring out what is present within you, to allow it to be alive. Chitanaaki atora. This is the time. Titana tiama oshtayaki. As we come into the spring equinox, Titana tianama baseki, all those fresh buds, those fresh shoots of the plants that we can see around us. Take grace from them, Titai. Not actually from them, but learn. Just that slow coming back into self. Blooming the same but also different every year. That tree, that cherry tree, is still that cherry tree every single year, but it's always a little different. It's finding its place a little bit more, rooting down a little bit more, budding forth a little bit more, growing branches a little bit more every single year. You're no different. You have the potential. You have the ability. What area, Tinotenamasaki, as we move through the rest of this eclipse season, through the solar eclipse in 2 weeks, and through the influence between now and 2 weeks after that one, so for the next 4 weeks, what area of your life, what piece of you is ready to expand, is ready to come forth, is ready to bloom, is ready to bud? Maybe it's just a little bit. That's okay. We grow from there. What place have you been hiding? What piece of you have you not been germinating? Have you not been feeding? For whatever reason. No shame, no guilt as to the why. Just, oh, it is time for you to come forth. Yeah, it's time. Titonayaka aratsya achtayaka. It is time. Okay. With so much love and stardust. Yeah. I look forward to being in presence with you soon. Bye for now.